Hello, happy Wednesday, y'all. What's going on? It's a beautiful sunny day today. It's beautiful out here. I hope it's beautiful where you are too. I know we have storms coming. I know I can read the weather reports, but right now it's beautiful. And of course, this week is the week that I have like crazy stuff going on every day. So it's been a struggle to like get some of the things that I would have wanted to get done this week done outside because I've got other stuff I've had to deal with. So there's that. But Auntie Ann, what is going on? Heartland HQ with Dink and Take. Mike will be in here. I just called him. He's outside. And he said he'll be here. He's just running behind. He's got one of Frankie's friends that helps work in the garden now occasionally here right now. And so I guess he's finishing up with her, but hopefully he'll be in soon. So there you go. Greg, what's going on? Hello. Proper use of emojis. I approve. Gotta love a good flamingo. Randy Jameson, hello. Old Man King Homestead, what's going on? What's going on? 82 degrees here right now. Feels fantastic. I know. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. And I swear this whole week I'm like, I want to be outside doing stuff. And I got some stuff done outside that I wanted to get done, but I didn't get it all done because I had other obligations that are pulling me. And tomorrow I have a dentist appointment right in the middle of the day, but I had to take it because it was the only one they had. So that's fun, but it's so my dental saga. You guys may remember this is like way, way back. Okay. Don't you start barking at the tractor. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I gave both the dogs baths today. So they're all like puffed out. Anyway, a couple of years ago, the dentist that I was going to had told me I was clenching my jaws and grinding my teeth. And he was like, yeah, just get like a mouth guard off of, because the mouth guard that he had that he wanted to sell me was like $800. And I was like, I'll spend $800 on a mouth guard. And so I went and got one that you like, shrink in the water and wear this big rubber thing. Well, anyway, it rubbed a hole in my gum, like up here somewhere, and literally made a hole to where like the nerve of that tooth was starting to be exposed. So I had to have oral surgery to graft skin from the inside of my mouth to fix that. And it cost me $1,500. This was several years ago. Since then, I've gotten a proper retainer. And the last few years, I've been breaking them while I sleep. I clench my jaw so hard that I have cracked, I think I'm on my fourth set now. And so I took it into him because he can make me a replacement. And he's like, look, we're just going to have to keep making these. He said, I think you need an occlusal guard, which is like, it looks like a joke. I don't know how I'm going to sleep with this thing in my mouth, but at this point, I'll try anything. But it looks like almost like a hockey guard. Like it's so big. It looks like a hockey puck that you stick in your mouth. And it like fits into your teeth and you only wear it on the top and it prevents your jaw. So what's happening now is I clench so hard that I get like, it hurts down into here and I get headaches and it's tight. Like this was actually swollen last week. It was so bad because I had done it so aggressively. So now what I have to do is wear my retainer for like a couple hours in the evening before I go to bed and then put this guard in. Well, they did the fitting for the guard and everything, and it's supposed to be ready to be picked up. And I have to go to the appointment to like make sure it fits properly. And like he has to go because it has to be cared for differently. It's like a whole thing. I'm not excited about it. But if it keeps me from having headaches and whatever, so be it. So anyway, that being said, I have to do that. And the problem is too, I found some sheep that I want to go get. And they're in Mississippi, but they're a couple of hours away. And I'm like, I don't have time to do it tomorrow. Don't have time to do it Friday because I have an electrician coming. Because if y'all have been watching Sippin' and Spillins, all the electricity in my office went out. So something's wrong. And we got to see about that. Mike tinkered with it and can't figure out what's wrong with it. We have our suspicion, but he's like, I really need somebody that like does this to like tell me before I start digging in there. So anyway, they're coming, and then hopefully the pressure washer guy is coming on Friday as well. So there's that. So we'll see. Ooh, let's see. She just got back to me about the sheep. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I don't want when you get somebody on Facebook Messenger. Okay. It's like you got to pounce on it right away. Otherwise, whoo, you may never talk to him again. Anyway, sorry about that. I didn't usually like to text when I'm in here, but it happened right before I happened to see this post. Um, I do have another line on some Katahdin sheep, but they're not ready until like June. And he's very like doesn't get back to you and whatever. So I'm a little nervous about being able to actually like get a hold of him when he actually has the sheep and like get them. So I'm nervous about that. Um, and I wouldn't be able to go get these sheep until like Monday because tomorrow I have this dentist appointment in the middle of the day. Friday I've got the workers coming. Saturday is Mike's birthday, and I've got somebody coming in the afternoon to pick up the goslings, and they're coming from Tennessee. So I could, in theory, if I was really being like a go-getter, I could do it Saturday. Like I could get up at the butt ass crack of dawn. That is an official time, by the way, butt ass crack of dawn. Drive out. I think it's close to 3 hours. I looked real quick and now I can't remember. It was like 2.5, 3 hours. Load them up and come home, unload them, and like get to prepping whatever. And Mike's going to be gone also on Saturday for the first half of the day, by the way. He's got a cult meeting to go to. I'm just kidding. It's not a cult. It's a Masons meeting to go to in another part of town. Like one of the guys, one of their guys is joining or something. I don't know. Anyway, they're going 2 towns over. It's a whole thing. So there's that. But yeah, so I could maybe do it Saturday. I don't want to do it Sunday because the storm's supposed to hit. So that leaves me with Monday. We'll see. But she's like, she's got 2 people that are supposed to come tomorrow. She's got 3. She's got one person that wants to get one and another person that wants to get another one. And I was like, look, I will get all 3 if you let me get them Monday and I'll pay a deposit. And like, I'm a woman of my word. And I was even like, look, I could come Saturday, but like I have somebody coming to pick up geese. Like I've got, got stuff going on. So, you know. But anyway, Southern Bliss Homestead, what's going on? Cuddly Texan, what's happening? What's happening? Charlene Grady, what's happening? I was worried I hadn't seen you in a few days. I'm so happy you're on tonight. Yeah, we can't do without our Paul Honeyman. What's going on? He's on his mobile phone, so he doesn't have his PC back yet. I know, it is. Trust me, I still have a chip clip holding my screen together because the screen repair place that I knew about closed, and now I don't know where to take it. So now I just back to having a chip clip on my screen for the foreseeable future. I don't get up at the butt ass crack of dawn anymore. I divorced her in 1996. Oh, David. Oh no. Spankings with a switch for Mike's birthday. Maybe. We're just having Saturday. He just wanted to barbecue. I've been this is the crux of my husband. Most years he will hem and haw and hem and haw and hem and haw about what he wants to do for his birthday. And then about 90% of the time, he'll go, I just want to barbecue. Can we just barbecue? And I'll be like, of course we can. But like, do you want to have people over? Do you want it to just be us? Because sometimes like this, I always feel like his birthday almost always manages to fall on a weekend. Now I know mathematically that's not possible, but I feel like somehow his birthday always manages to fall on a weekend. I don't know. Anyway, and it's on a Saturday this year. So he was like, yeah, I want to have, our friends over. So I'm like, okay. I said, you realize that that's like we have to hope that the weather's good because that's like more people than that can comfortably like hang out inside, in my opinion, to have dinner. Because our table seats 6. Yes, some people can come sit out here at the dining room, at the coffee table, but like that leaves like 10 people still with like nowhere to sit. Like, but if the weather's like decent, which it should be, um, the front porch is always like an option to hang out on. So there's that. But anyway, so we'll see. But anyway, so we're having a mess of people over and he just wants to do burgers. So I got to get all the stuff for the burgers. I'm going to make a cowboy caviar bean salad as well. And my girlfriend Beth's making some nana pudding because that's Mike's favorite. Um, and her version, the one she makes, is like really his favorite. So she's like, I'll make him some of that. So I'm like, perfect, golden. So big 50 for Mike. Oh no, he done past that. He's turning, let's see, he was born in, somebody do the math because we tried to figure it out the other day and we were arguing about how old he was. He was born in 73. So he's turning 52. Is that right? This is 2025? Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Yeah. I thought he was turning 53 because I swear last year, because see, he'll tell me different ages too. He never knows what he's doing. So my wife wanted to know if I wanted to go out to dinner for my birthday, but I told her to wait till the weekend. Yeah, 52. There we go. Everybody did the math for me. Thank you. I swear he was turning 53. I even thought for a minute he was turning 54 because he will say he's old. Like, this is what he does. The minute he turns 52, he'll be telling everybody he's 53, 54. So that whole year, I've been hearing him say he's 53, 54. So then I'm like, well, then he's turning 55 this year. Like, you know what I mean? Because I don't stop to do the math every time. But he's telling people his age. He's a grown man. I would think he would say the right age, but he did the same thing when he was younger because when he was in his late 30s, he kept telling everybody he was 40. So when he turned 38, I think it was, I threw him a fake surprise party, fake 40th birthday party, and I threw it for him in June. His birthday's in March. Threw it for him in June. So he really was like so confused, which honestly, that is a pro tip. If you really want to surprise somebody for the birthday, don't do it on their birthday. Do it like 3 months after their birthday or something. Like do it at some crazy random time. I had been planning it since Christmas. And I threw him a fake 40th birthday party and it was like amazing. It was great. Like it was fun. And I was like, that's what you get because all his friends thought it was hysterical because here he'd been telling everybody he was 40 already. So it was funny, you know. You're turning 53 in May, so he's turning 52. There we go, Tim. That's right. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Dawn, what's going on, our flipping homestead? Why do people insist numbers make sense? I don't know. They never do to me. I'm not a math-oriented person. So they never do. And I measure with my heart when I cook, especially the garlic. So yeah, the numbers don't, they never jive for me. Never. Yeah. Well, I always laugh because when we were in our 20s, he turned 30, right? And I said to him, this is the last time for like a while that we're going to be in the same decade of age. So then when I turned 40, we were in our 40, well, when I turned 30, we were in our 30s for like a minute. And then and then when I turned 40, he was 40, what, 9 that year? Is that right? Yeah. He turned 49 that year. No, whatever. We have like a year and a half where we're in the same decade together. So now he's going to be in his 50s for a while before I enter that. So that's fine. But then I had to stop and think how old I was because I was like, wait a minute, I just turned 43. So, but like I had to stop and think about it because after 40, I was like, we moved like right after that. And so my whole like everything, my rhythm of everything was different. And just I was like, how old am I? I had to like count. I was like, because like this year I turned 44, right? Yeah, because 25, yeah, yeah, 2025. So yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. It's hard to keep track. Said my regular PC repairman is now completely IT support for companies and closes repairman now 18 miles away. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, they're not cheap, man. I tell ya, nothing's cheap these days. So are you saying Mike went cradle robbing to marry you? Maybe a little bit, my Alaska. I mean, I was 21 when we started dating. Uh, like had just turned, I was freshly 21 when we started dating. We got married when I was 23. So this May is our 20th wedding anniversary. So, um, yeah, and he remembered, like, I met him when I was 19 and we became like friends, not like close friends, but like friendly, like we saw each other a lot. Um, because I used to hang out where he worked a lot, where his band played. And then he remembers me. I have no memory of him from this time, but he remembers meeting me when I was 16, and I have no memory of that at all. Which I usually remember that stuff, so I think he may have confused me with somebody else. But we're gonna let that one slide. We're just gonna let it slide. Mike Birch, what's happening? Uh, I can always trade him in for an older model. Maybe. Yeah. He yeah, I feel like I'm probably pretty stuck with him at this point after, 20 years, I feel like we are where we are, but I love him. Couple years fuzzy, I know. No, I wish I could say it was from that. It was honestly like moving halfway across the country is stressful. Um, and it's one of those things where you ever hear people talk about the mental load of stuff, like moms and the mental load of like managing the household and stuff. Um, when you're working, like you're both working, right? And then you also, as the woman and the mom, are responsible for like all of the other things. Like I know at any given time how much toilet paper we have, how many Clorox wipes I have, how many, like I have an inventory of the house. This is why your husband comes to you and says, "Babe, have you seen my keys? Babe, do you know where my wallet is? Babe, I can't find." And 99% of the time, I can go right to it because I know where he's left it. And I made a mental note that he's going to ask me about that in 30 minutes. Where is it? Like, so the mental load of like having to take care of all that, the move, the the mental load of the actual house purchase mainly fell on Mike. Um, but everything else, switching over all the insurances, switching over the address stuff, switching over the banking stuff, finding out the details for the cargo containers to be moved and handling that, getting the U-Haul and handling that, like all of the other things, and then the packing of the house. I packed the entire house by myself until the night before. Jen and Will came over, and I was in a panic because I didn't realize that Mike hadn't packed an entire room that he said he was going to pack. And she was like, "Calm down. We'll get it done right now." And I was like, "We're leaving tomorrow morning." Bah! Like I was losing my mind. But anyway, we got it all packed and we made it here, obviously. Spoiler alert. But it was just like, it's very stressful. And the mental load of all that was a lot. Don't know. But anyway, all that to say, I do love him. And it's been 20 years of wedded bliss. It's the outfits that what? It's the outfits that will give him an out on the age. Maybe. Maybe. Uh, Sup from Mississippi. That's right. Can I tell your friend Devil Dog where he left his keys? I'd really appreciate it. Let me see. I'm getting a picture. They might be in his saddlebag. I feel like they're on his motorcycle. I don't know why I assume. I know Devil Dog is nothing to do with motorcycles, but everybody that I know that refers to themselves as a Devil Dog that was in that branch of the military always has a motorcycle. I've never met one that doesn't. Going out on a limb here. They're in his saddlebag. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying. Um, Start replacing his pants and shorts with the one higher waisted ones. Yeah, exactly. He did this one. I did give him a hard time about. He bought suspenders, guys, like heavy duty suspenders, and he's very excited about them. Like he is so excited about them. Um, he wears them a lot now. and his pants don't fall down, and he doesn't have to cinch his belt because he can never get his belt tight enough. And it's just, and so he's so excited about these suspenders. And I cannot stop giving him a hard time about them because all I can think of is like old man. Like I worked in a pharmacy for 20 years. Okay. And they would come in essentially like boxer shorts, suspenders, and like an undershirt, like a white undershirt. And it's a look. And that is what they would wear 9 times out of 10 to come in to pick up their blood pressure medication. And so all I can think of with the suspenders is that. So it's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. He used to wear overalls a lot, and he'll dig them out now that it's getting to be summer. I'm sure, and he'll be in the garden more. He has a bunch of overalls, but in the winter he tends to want to wear like jackets and stuff, and sometimes that's just too much. I think too many layers for him because he runs hot. He always has. So if he has too many layers on and that, it's too much for him, I think. So I don't know. It's a lot. You sold yours? You sold him yours? That's funny. You sold him your motorcycle? I tell you, I'm never wrong about a devil dog. I'm never wrong. I bartended for too many years in a biker bar to not be right about that. That's hysterical. My dad wore suspenders for a long time, but then switched to the overalls. Oh, I already read that comment. But yeah, that's true. The overalls though, I can get behind better than the suspenders. I don't know why, but it's a lot. Does Mike have sock buckles yet? Not yet. Sock garters? No, he does not. We did get some socks. In fact, that's one of the things on my list this week is we got some really cool socks, guys, that I'm excited to share with you in future videos that are they're like sweat wicking and cooling socks. So like when you're out working all day, your feet aren't going to get all nasty, and they're made in the US. It's a totally US company. They're made here, they're distributed here, everything. So I'm excited to dig into those and give you guys the information on that and to test them out. I haven't tested them out yet because they literally just came. So snap his chest a couple times with the suspenders. He'll think twice. That's right. That's right, Reverend Joe. I agree. I love overalls too. I have a few pairs. I usually wear them more in the winter. Um, I had come to think of it, I never put on a pair of overalls this winter. It was more like it was colder this year, and I was like, I lived in my sweats, like my thick sweats. I was cold this year. Like, I was cold. I have not made that move yet. Dana dares me to wear my overalls. I'm stuck wearing compression socks. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, sometimes those things are a medical necessity. I worked with lots of pharmacists that wore those because they were on their feet a lot. It's one of those things that, if you've got high blood pressure, diabetes, there's a lot of reasons you would want to wear them, but they definitely help a lot of people. But they are not sexy socks. I mean, socks in general are not generally sexy. They're not like, hey, check out my socks. But like, there's something about I got my compression hose on. Like it's just not, it's not the business. It's just not the business. I don't know, man. Hey Marie, I didn't even see you sneak in here. What's going on? Our Okie Homestead. Yeah. So I am excited though because I haven't seen everybody. And so having everybody over for Mike's birthday this weekend will be nice. But I do have a lot of things I need to get ready between now and then. I'm gonna try to cram a lot in tomorrow. And try to that lady I think got back to me. Boop, boop. I need girls. Anyway, it was the sheep lady getting back to me. Anyway, My Ted hose don't make your heart skip a happy little beat. I know, right? I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I go barefoot as much as I can. Listen, here's what I do. If it weren't for all the fire ants out there, which Mike stole my squirty thing, I'm gonna have to go buy another one. He does this. He steals my stuff, man. I'm not even kidding. He steals my stuff. So I usually am the one that takes care of the ants. And so the problem is, here's my problem. I wear my muck boots out in the winter 100% because it's nasty, it's wet, it's muddy, it's rainy, whatever. In the summer, I'm like, I'll go out in a pair of Crocs. I don't care. But if the ant hills are bad, it's at your own risk, dude. But I'll go out in my Crocs or sandals. I don't care because it's hot as all get out. And I give two flips about, I don't care if an animal steps on my foot. It happens every day. Like, even if I have my muck boots on. So it doesn't matter. But I have to make sure I get out there and spray. But he stole my sprayer and I can't find it. And I asked him, I was like, where did you put it? And he's like, I don't know. I had it in my little area that he's not supposed to touch. And he touched it. And now it's not there. So there's that. But yeah, in the summer, I'm wearing sandals right now. In fact, I just got the new, and they're kind of dressier. I wouldn't wear these out working in the back 40, but I got the new Croc sandals, and they're actually really cute, and they're really comfortable, and they've got a little bit of a wedge to them. So like I've worn them to church with like a dress. They look super cute, and you can't tell that they're all plastic, like unless you get like right up on, like they're super cute. So I am excited to have warmer weather. I know once it's really hot and I walk outside and my glasses fog up, I'm going to be not so happy. But like, I'm excited for spring weather, which is what we've got right now. But I need to get out there and finish my planting and get after these ant hills that are popping up. And so I'm going to have to go buy another sprayer thing because I can't find the other one. I still have the mix to make it. I need the sprayer thing. So I know I am supposed to know where I put it. Sometimes he steals my stuff. My foot looked purple. No, it's probably the shadow. It's not purple. Hello, Neil. What's going on? I wear shorts 90% of the year. Only white ankle socks for me. Can't stand black socks. There you go. Yeah. I have seen the Croc cowboy boot. I have. Yep. 88 today on the Mississippi coast. Yeah, it was warm here. It was nice. Oh, it was the reflection of my pants. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, basically, I live in either Uggs or sandals. There really is no in between for me. Like, I don't wear sneakers unless I'm on the treadmill. I don't like wearing sneakers. I prefer flip-flops, or like in the winter, I'll wear like Crocs with socks because that's how I roll. And I'll usually wear my fuzzy line socks or my Uggs. Like if I'm just running into town to like pick Frankie up and like run into the Walmart, I'll wear my Crocs. But if I'm like going out to like the grocery store and like if I'm going to Tupelo or whatever, I'm not wearing my Crocs. I'll wear my Uggs if it's cold or whatever. But otherwise, I'm in my sandals. So, but I think that's the California girl in me because I've always gotten so much grief for just always like I'll wear sandals and the rest of me will be bundled up. But there's something about like when your feet get hot that then you can't, because like if your feet and your head, you can't get the heat out and then you feel too hot. So you have to be able to like get the hot out of your body. It's like a thing. I wear Skechers sandals while on the treadmill even in the winter. Yeah, see, I can't. I walk to like I had to start walking instead of running, at least for a while because of my arthritis. So it was becoming too difficult to run. So I had to like back it off. So anyway, so now I'm walking like an hour at an 8% incline or at between a 3.2 and a 3.4 mile an hour pace. And I do that for an hour. And that has helped my mobility a lot. And it's helped my pain level. I'm still doing like my strength training and stuff like I normally do, But that's the only time I wear my sneakers is when I'm, you know. I do have a really old pair. I have a couple really old pairs of Skechers that are my favorite shoes for like if we go somewhere, like when we used to go trout fishing, because they have like a mesh over the top, but they grip your whole foot around the back too, and then they have like a thick tread. So like you could wear them like walking through a stream and then hike up a hill, and they would like dry, and but you could like if you got them dirty, you could just rinse them back off in the pond. And so those are like my favorite, like, oh, I'm going hunting camp, not hunting, but like camping, fishing, hiking kind of thing. So I'll probably bring a pair of those with me to Tennessee, because after we go to Tim's place for the Freedom Weekend, we're going to Fall Creek Falls. And I got a house sitter, so I'm so happy. Got a house slash farm slash dog slash plant slash everything sitter. So, so it's all good. Dano Piccolo, what's going on? Long time no see. Socks or flops is all you need. That's right. And I am weird. I don't like walking around my house barefoot. I don't even like walking around my house in just my socks. I like to, I put my shoes, I have my house shoes, my house Crocs, and I put those back on. And like I can't, and I don't like to see somebody walk around the house barefoot either. I don't know why. I used to do it. Somewhere along the lines, it became like weird to me. I don't know, but I can't do it. So you will almost never catch me without something on my feet. I need a barrier between me and the floor. I don't know. If I'm running, you better be faster than me, because there's something that's after me going to eat me. See, now I love to run. I love it. I've done fun runs. I mean, I would run every day. And it's not that the running part is hurting me. I just, and I'll get back to it eventually, but for right now, I'm just kind of listening to my body. And I was back to running a little bit. And then I was like, you know what? I need to back it off a little bit. It wasn't hurting more or anything. I just could tell like it just needed a break for a little bit. And it's not like I do crazy runs. Like I run at a 1.5% incline, and I run it 5.4 miles an hour for like 22 minutes, which is equivalent roughly to 3 miles. It's always different on the treadmill, which irritates me, because like I could set my timer and I could run for exactly 3 miles and it was 22 minutes. But the treadmill will tell me I only went like a mile. And I'm like, that's not accurate, because I know at this pace and plus I have little legs. So, and I know because I have run next to people in fun runs that are like 6 feet tall, and I can whip past them. Like I am fast. Like I may not look like it, but I am a gazelle. Like, like I can go fast. It's too bad Tara's not in here, because she saw me take off after Lillian down the middle of the highway that day, and I had flip-flops on, and I must have run for, I don't know, quarter mile, half mile. I don't know. I ran for a good bit to get her off the highway. Just chucking it down the road, and you know, so because she's scurvy for going barefoot. Blessed. I know. I might could. I don't know. Grew up in the South, ran around barefoot for too long. Yeah. See, I can't. There's something about, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I always have shoes on some type when I'm working after animals, sheep, calves, step on my foot a few times. Yeah. I mean, I've been stepped on a lot. The goats and the sheep, like whatever. Knock on wood, I've never had the horse step on me. She's kicked me, but she's never stepped on me. Um, but Mike actually he bonded with her a little bit the other day. He was feeding her carrots and loving on her, and she didn't try to bite him, or she didn't rear back at him, and she didn't do any of her stuff. I was like, but you could tell he was still scared of her, because I was watching him from the upstairs window, and he brought over these carrots, and they weren't like the store carrots. They were ones that he was pulling from the garden. So they were smaller. They were like the ones he was, what do you call it, weeding out. And so he pulled it, and he would like feed her the carrot. He's holding way back on the green part. And then when she got to like this much left of carrot, he would just let go. And of course she would drop it, because she didn't have it all the way, because she had just bit it. And so then it would be on the floor. And once it's on the floor, she's not going to eat it. And not like me, I would pick it up and give it to her. Hey. Settle down. Hey, Lundy. It's just Layla. Hey, stop. So I went over there a little bit later and like showed him. I was like, look, just feed it to her. She's not going to bite you when you have food in your hand. Like she's very gentle with that. The only time she'll bite you is if you tick her off or she's mad at you. So I'm like, if you just like, she's very like soft mouth when it comes to like taking food out of your hand. But I think he's still shell shocked from her biting him so much. So tenderfoot, no walking around anymore without shoes. I know. Same. She let Mike, Jared and I love on her. I know. She's funny. There's some people that she just is fine with. Like she loves our farrier. She's good with him. Although she did give him sass the last time. But she was in a mood. But yeah, she likes our farrier. And there's some people she likes, but then I can tell like the other day when Layla was over with Frankie, Beulah came up to the fence and the girls were being really loud as she was coming up to them and she was putting her ears back and Layla was like trying to reach on her like this. And I was like, Layla, she's gonna bite you. I was like, I'm just like I would bring it down a notch and like calm. And she's like, oh, she's fine. And I'm like, and I'm watching Beulah like trying to catch her arm to bite her. And I'm like, you need to stop. She's gonna get pissed at you and she's gonna bite you hard. Because she will, I mean, she'll give you like a warning sometimes, but if she's extra pissed, she'll just dig in. So usually you'll get like a warning nip, you know? Like she got mad at me the other day because I started emptying her water trough when I was cleaning it before I gave her feed. And she came over and was like pulling on my shirt, but like not hurting me, right? Just like mom, you know? But like if I had genuinely pissed her off, she would have just bit me. So I was like, she's gonna bite you, but she didn't. So it was fine. Yes, puppers doing their job. They bark when somebody leaves too. They're like, where'd that car come from? They forgot that she's been here, you know? So it is what it is. So what's Mike making us for his birthday dinner? So he wants to do burgers. So, and I'm gonna make some cowboy caviar salad, and Beth is making banana pudding, and and making the checkers fries that he likes from the frozen section. I'll throw those in the oven. So that's what we're having. But if you want to make like your spinach dip or something like that, you're more than welcome to.
Who you talking to? It must be Jen.
That was Jen, yes. I'm like, who else do you know that?
Who else that's in this chat room is coming over?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Ooh, the seat's warm right here.
That's where I was sitting. It's like I had a hot ass. I don't know.
Wow. So I just put the wheels from Frankie's truck in the back of Layla's car.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna take them and handle it tomorrow.
Oh, one less thing I have to do. I love that.
Yeah.
Do I need to then go? Obviously, I need to pay the man. It's free.
No, I gave her cash. She's gonna give me the change.
Oh, all right. Well, that's easy. I love it.
Yeah.
I can take that right off my list. That was on my to-do list tomorrow. I can scratch one thing off. I love it. Scratch it off. Well, I was going to do it today, but he told me yesterday, he's like, by the way, they close at noon. And I was like, well, that time frame doesn't work for me because I don't have to be at the church until 2:30. So then I'm going back and forth like 3 times that day. That math ain't mathin'. So.
That math ain't math.
Nope, it's not. Everybody's saying happy birthday, Michael.
Well, thank you. I feel old right now. Been out there shoveling dirt.
Yeah, everybody was asking if you were turning 50, and I said no.
Yeah.
You already done turned it.
Yeah, I turned that a couple times now.
Do we remember how old we are now?
I'm pretty sure we're 52.
Yes, we're turning 53.
We're turning 53?
Isn't that right?
I hope.
No, turning 52.
Thank you. You're
Sorry.
trying to make me older.
See?
Yeah.
I just have to remember you're like one down from me every time.
One down from you plus 10.
Well, yeah. No, it's not 10. It's like 9. It's like
Whatever.
I don't know. It's like 9.5. We did the math one time. I don't know. Cradle robber. That's right.
Yeah,
That's what they were all
whatever.
saying. I
Whatever.
know. He's an old man.
Old
He
man.
even Jen, you missed it earlier. I was explaining his new suspenders that he got.
Oh yeah, I am a fan of suspenders.
Oh
now.
yeah.
I've never worn No, that's not true.
Like maybe with a suit or something. Like
I
some of
think I
those.
wore suspenders when I was in my teens
Yeah.
with a suit, like young in the military. But as
No
a
more shovel. That's why you have Kenny. That's right.
well,
Sometimes you still need to get in there
funny
with
you
a
say
shovel.
that. I was shoveling out of Kenny into garden rows. Yeah. So building new garden rows. Oh, we are planting so much right now.
Oh, that's right, David. Today's your birthday. 57 today. Happy
David
birthday,
who? David Blunt?
David Blunt. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday.
Frankie snapped them yet? Oh, the suspenders? No, but she helps them put them on sometimes because he can't reach the thing in the back and then get it over his
Yeah.
shoulder. So sometimes she helps him get it.
And you know what? Like right now, I'm not wearing them, and I wish I was because my pants fall down. See, I got no butt, so my pants fall down,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden,
Because you don't have a
suspenders totally make sense. Like
Yeah.
I get it now. Yeah.
Miguel is fascinated with watching you.
Who's reading?
I don't know. Migley? What? I don't know. I don't have my glasses on. Migley. Miley. I thought you were just spelling Mike wrong. I thought you were trying to spell
Miley?
Miguel.
Who's Miley?
Miley is I always want to say her name wrong because I don't know why.
The new baby.
Yes.
Yeah. Caitlin?
No. Kaylin.
Kaylin's baby.
I always want to say it totally wrong. And I always have to stop myself.
Oh yeah,
and then
there you go.
sometimes,
You just had to wait for Jen.
Yeah, and then sometimes my brain goes short. So
maybe David should wear suspenders. He has no butt. Oh, David from Come On. Is that who you're talking about?
He has no butt either. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, suspenders are a game changer. I get so sick and tired of pulling my pants up. No, suspenders just hold them right up. It's called noacetol. Yeah.
Noacetol.
Spelled no ass at all.
That's right. Yeah, we don't. Frankie and I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
We got butts.
Yeah. So let's see. What did we plant in the last 2 days? Holy cow! So much. We planted 200 feet rows of.
When I wear sweatpants and bend over, and when I stand up, they fall down even with them tied. Because he has no butt.
200-foot rows of Cades Cove stick beans, and then we prepped another row to plant.
Oh, and your cousin's not in here today.
We're gonna plant 200 feet of purple hull peas tomorrow. We got 100 foot of okra. We got
Say no to crack. Wear suspenders.
About 150 spinach plants.
Baby has no back.
You see me trying to change the subject.
Oh, it's so funny. I can't help it. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we planted bunching onions today. We planted a lot. There's a lot in the ground. I got 4 rows to go after tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the purple hull peas, and then 2 rows of tomatoes, and then a row, maybe a row and a half of peppers.
And I'm supposed to cut your hair tomorrow at some point.
Yeah.
And I have to clean the house.
Yeah, my hair needs cut or just something. It needs gone.
I want to buzz your whole head.
It needs gone.
I want to buzz it.
I don't like my hair.
You got ducktails right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What little hair I got left is unruly.
I'm gonna take it down to the studs. I'm gonna wreck it.
A real TI.
TI.
Tenant improvement.
Oh.
Tear down. Yeah.
Oh. Sure.
Yeah. So and the projects are like stacking up. Like I still have to build.
Accurate.
I still have to build 2 chicken tractors And these chickens are about ready to go out in the chicken tractor.
You don't have to build 2 chicken tractors because right now you only have to build 1 because
You're
we're
gonna
not.
use that one?
I thought I was. We don't have 3 batches like we thought we were gonna have because I had to cancel the middle one because of the delay because of the weather.
Yeah, I just thought we wanted to
So-
split each batch of 50 up into 2 chicken tractors, 25 per.
Well, listen, I mean, with the timing in between, by the time the next ones go out to pasture, enough of those will be processed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So like mathematically, I don't need 3 chicken tractors this go around. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay.
I have to build a chicken tractor in the next 2 weeks at the latest.
Yeah, so these
They're all the same size, dude. Like there's no
Mm.
smaller ones in there.
yeah,
I was
they're
thinking, oh, we'll pull out the 25 biggest ones, put them in the chicken tractor,
No.
let the other ones go a week. No,
no,
they're all
giant.
they're all like 3 pounds right now.
Yeah, they're all
like 2 pounds.
No, they're not. They're not even 2 pounds, babe. But they're chunk
They're bigger than I want them to be right now.
Yeah, they're getting there. But I'm gonna move them. I may, depending on now that I don't have to go to the tire store, that buys me a little bit of time. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and move them all to the tractor tomorrow because we're not supposed to get rain until Sunday. So that gives them a couple days of nice weather before the first storm hits. So
Well, then we need to replace the tarp on it.
So I'll pull that tarp out and
Yeah, we need to cut that tarp off. I've got another tarp that we can put on it.
okay. So yeah, so I need to do that tomorrow. I think I'll do that in the morning after I feed
Is
everybody.
Frankie coming home tomorrow?
After school?
Yeah.
She isn't tomorrow, the day she auditions for the talent show.
I think she said the audition was the 1st.
Oh, I thought she said it was Thursday.
1st may be a Thursday.
Oh,
Feel like she told me it was the 1st.
maybe she did. All I remember is Thursday. But what do I know? The 1st is not a Thursday though, so I don't know.
She shouldn't have to audition for the talent show. The talent show should have to audition for her.
Oh, is that how that works? Is Mike upset that he isn't on the ridge with Tim and David making OnlyFans videos? No, I think he's good. We'll let them do that.
Yeah, they can have their own Diddy party.
Rain, what's that? I know it's coming though. It's coming. Mike, if you like spicy, have you done the chip challenge yet? It's from the Trauma Factor. Mike is not the biggest spice fan. I'm actually
like
the fire.
spicy.
He likes spicy. I'm
don't
the
like
fire
stupid.
eater.
I like spicy,
yeah,
but I do not like stupid.
I'm the like make it as hot as you can, try to kill me.
Yeah, I
That's
like
me.
cayenne peppers. I like jalapeno peppers.
He often will make things that he's like, I can't eat this, but you'll enjoy it. Like,
Yeah, I'll make hot sauce for her out of like scorpions and 7 pots and ghost
yeah.
Buchalokias.
But I have not done that chip
but I
challenge.
won't
I
eat
know
them.
there's I don't even remember what the brand is. But I know there's like one like a challenge of like some brand that has like Carolina Reaper and something else on it.
That's a good one, Reaper.
And
I'm not growing any Reapers this year.
You did last year, didn't you?
Yeah, they didn't do well.
Oh. What was the green powder that I've been using on everything that you made that is like too hot for all of you?
What are you talking about? Too hot? The green powder is just jalapeno.
Is that it? Oh, because Frankie, when you tried it the
I never
first
said
time.
it was too hot.
Oh, I thought you did. Maybe it was the red one that you said was too hot.
Now, I have a couple of red powders. One of them is a smoked red jalapeno, which is essentially
I don't know.
What do you call that?
The green one, when I use it, I made popcorn with it and put it on the popcorn, and Frankie said it made the air spicy.
Yeah, that's just green jalapeno.
But I didn't know what it was.
And ground up.
It's tasty. It's got other stuff in it though too.
Oh yeah, garlic. And
I was like, it's got other stuff in it.
But it's not that spicy.
It's
spicy.
If you put it on something, like a lot of it, it like builds up and it gets pretty warm. I thought it had something else in it because it does get quite warm.
Nah.
Just moved my babies out to the grow out pen. They were crapping so much. I was cleaning the brooder every other day. This
Oh, we
summer.
need to
I
clean
know.
our brooder. Holy cow.
Yeah, I've been taking care of it every day, but like it just I'll clean it and
There's only
then
so much you can do without getting all the birds out.
yeah, and so anyway, there's basically when you add bedding, like you clean it, you take everything out, the food, the waters, whatever, and then you add bedding. You kind of have to do like the deep pile method to when you have that large amount of birds. And then when they get out, you pull everything and clean it. So
And that's going to be a big
yeah,
addition to the compost pile. But the cool thing is, their excrement is so high in nitrogen that with us using the pine shave, is it pine shavings you're using or hardwood? It's pine.
pine.
Yeah. With the pine shavings we're using, that's all carbon. So really, we're making the perfect like base for compost right there.
Yeah.
So now we just, you know, put it out there
Yes.
in a pile and start turning it.
Yeah. So I just have to basically oh my god, stop.
Who is that?
Frankie's blowing up my phone.
About what?
It's she's like, I need to stop and get icy hot for Trey on the way home. And I was like, okay. And then
Icy hot.
then it said, nah, it's all good. And I'm like, that's not how she would say that. And then she goes, he just took my phone. That was him. Because he won't take anything. Like he won't take Motrin, he won't whatever, but he'll like dislocate something and he'll be like, I'm fine. And like she's like, you're not fine. Anyway, so they're arguing via my phone text messages right now. Anyway, they're adorable. What's going on, Brian? What's happening? Have taters, corn, peppers, beans, and peas in, doing a big area of giant sunflowers. Messed up and put my brock and call in too early, so might try more.
Too early. They're pretty cold tolerant. Broccoli and cauliflower, really cold tolerant.
Well, he's in Florida where it's hot, so maybe it has something to do with.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't have any corn planted anywhere yet, so I've got to come up with a spot where I can plant like I'm thinking 100 foot by 100
Oh yeah,
foot
he
square.
composted it for a long time, so it's not like it's going straight in the garden. The pine shavings, like it gets built up in one of his piles, and then it gets rotated and watered and added. It's not gonna.
Chicken poop gets composted for a year.
Yeah. And the pine, he knows. Yeah, they can make things acidic. Same thing with like
Oh,
the pine
yeah.
needles and stuff. So all those piles that you've seen us move so many times, those are piles we've had going since we got here.
But actually, pine needles, all those things, if mixed with the right things and composted correctly for like a year.
Oh, that's right.
makes
You
good
guys got
compost.
that blizzard randomly in Florida. I forgot about that. Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got cold.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true story.
Must be up north, like Tallahassee. I'm speculating. Like there was no blizzard in Miami, right? I don't know.
It's like most of Florida.
Definitely
don't
not.
know.
Definitely not like in the Keys.
No. Pensacola.
Okay.
9-minute warning.
Wow.
Yeah.
I went to Pensacola one year in spring break.
I have still never been to Florida. I'm closer to it than I've ever been, but I've still not gone.
I don't even like Florida, and I've been there more than I've been to a lot of other states.
I've been to Alabama now twice.
I've been to Key West.
And I've been
That
to
was a party.
Tennessee, Oklahoma, Arkansas.
I've been to Orlando.
Where
I've been to Disney World. I've been to Boca Grande, which is nobody knows where that is. Y'all are Googling it right now. That's on the Gulf of America coast. And spent a week there fishing. Ooh, man, off the chain. And then
Yeah, Neil, I used to do that too in my coop, but now I do the sand in the coop. And so I clean it out every day. And then about twice a year, eventually you start to run out of sand to sift. And then I gut the whole thing, clean it really well, and then refill it. So usually like when the seasons change. So like at the end of summer, like going into winter, and then at the end of winter going into like summer, spring. So like usually after the last frost, I'll do it again. So
and honestly, a little bit of sand mixed in with a compost pile is not a bad thing.
yeah.
It actually
Like I already went and got all my sand. Because I thought we were still having another frost, and now we're not. So it's
Oh, yeah.
on my list to do soon. Is to
Yeah, that's
gut
why I'm
that.
planting like crazy. Because last year I probably planted a lot of things late because I was nervous about the weather. But this year I'm just like, let's get it in the ground. We're not gonna have another frost.
Florida smells just like California. Well, yeah, I mean it's got the ocean, it's got the citrus,
Dead
so
fish,
yeah, that dead fish smell.
seaweed,
Wasn't the
kelp on the
snow, really
beach.
was the freezing for too many days. Yeah. Yeah. Florida doesn't smell like burnt up wood. It's true. Mike, easy way to turn your compost pile is to use the forks on your tractor. Just go under it from several directions and just lift them straight up, says Larry.
I may try that, Larry. What we do is we move the compost pile from here to here with the bucket. So we take a scoop from the outside, because the outside of your compost pile is not hot. It's not, So we come around the outside, take a scoop, put it over here. As we get into the middle of the compost pile, that now becomes the outside over here. So we just move the whole pile, and it might be a 5-yard pile from here to here. And right now I have like 3 piles going out there. But I may try that. Especially for a pile that's closer to done, just kind of aerating it with the forks. And
Mama V says happy birthday.
Thank you, Mama V.
Her cabin's really coming along. It's looking good. It's looking good. She gave us a little flip around of her kitchen area during her live, at the end of her live today. 5-minute warning. I know. Actually, I started like a couple minutes early. So, But anyway, after us, we got what? We got DD5.
Drifting Dreamers.
Then we got.
Is it the Drifting Dreamers or the Dreaming Drifters? It's the Drifting Dreamers. I always get it wrong. They're like my friends, and I can't remember the name of their damn channel.
Because they changed it, and then Tim and we kept getting it wrong because they changed it like right after they started it, and so then it messed us up for like
forever.
Yeah,
basically. For the rest of my life.
Yeah, so just DD5, so much easier. So DD5, and then you've got MT Homestead at 8, and then you've got Brian at Vineyard Farmhouse at 9. You got Old Man King Homestead, and I think that's everybody. I think that's the lineup tonight. So there you have it. All kinds of goodies. Sid, my coop is 8x8, raised 3 feet off the ground, pain to clean. New one will be a walk-in. Yeah,
So why 3 feet off the ground? I'm curious. I'm just curious because that seems like adding work to yourself.
How high up was our first one that we built at the old house?
It was 2 feet off the ground so that they could get underneath of it for shade. And we discovered afterwards that was a terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
This one's right on the ground. I mean,
Yeah.
The height of rafters off or floor joists off the ground.
Except that duck did lay eggs under there, and
duck still managed to get under.
Yeah, they love a tight spot. Those ladies are like, where can I hide my clutch and hatch out babies from and be obnoxious? That's.
If I ever build a chicken coop again, I'm building a foundation out of concrete blocks. There's nothing getting under it. Over it. Don't get under it. Be over it.
Sure. Something like that. Oh, Lord. I store wheelbarrow and other carts under it. Yeah. I just keep mine out front. My little muck truck thing that I use for their poop. I just fling it in there, and then when it starts to get full,
I see where you're going with that. So you don't have it available for the birds to get under, but you have storage under there. But then you've got to get up 3 feet to get inside of it in order to.
Which, depending on how tall he is, could be at like chest height, which would be easier. But I don't know. I feel like cleaning out the chicken coop is just one of those things that's going to suck no matter what. You just have to buckle up and do it because there's no. I don't care if you can walk straight in it. I don't care whatever. There's roofs in the way. There's nothing. But you got to pull this out. You got to undo this. You got to it's a pain no matter what. And then at some point, no, it really isn't bad because I scoop it every day. So it doesn't smell in there. There's no like flies or, I mean, granted, it's not gotten really, really hot yet, but I do keep on top of it. But it's just like the getting in there and gutting it. And then you got to get all the water out of it after you spray everything down. And it's just,
I will say having a vinyl floor in there is a good idea. I mean, you could go more pricey and like put tile in there if you wanted, but
21 DVDs. I do like Breaking Bad. I watch that. It's one of my comfort shows that I'll put on.
Breaking Bad.
Sometimes, yeah.
I haven't watched any of those episodes in a long time, but wow, that was
Mine
a great
is
show.
24 inches, not fenced as part of the run. My LGD naps under it. Nice. All right, kids, it's time for us to go. Don't forget to go show Dee 5 some love, and then MT Homestead, and then Vineyard Farmhouse, and then Old Man King Homestead. And happy birthday to Miguel. Whoop, whoop. He's turning 5,047. Just kidding. And we appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. And we will see you next time. Until then, stay blessed. And remember,
safety's off.
Hot mic. I got a hot mic next to me.
Yeah.
Hot